All right, gang, we're back for another WWE Week in Review. Week ending August 23rd, 2024. I'm going to start off with Raw, August 19th, 2024. Fort Lauderdale, Florida. I've actually been to that arena. Randy Orton comes out to the ring, cuts a promo. Then Gunther comes out. They squabble. And Ludwig Kaiser comes and attacks Randy from behind. And they beat up Randy Orton a bit, setting up a match later with Ludwig and Randy Orton. And we got Pete Dunne versus Sheamus. Sheamus picks up the win. 21 Meltzers, good match. Fuck yeah. Maxine Dupree versus Ivy Nile. They did some moves. Maxine Dupree don't look bad. Not really going to rate it because, of course, the lights went out and the smoke came in and blah, 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 blah. And then it's the Wyatt Six there and they're fighting with American Made. So that's the gist of that. And Uncle Howdy hits Chad Gable with his sister Abigail. That was the end of that. We're going to keep doing that, apparently. CM Punk comes to the ring, cuts promo, wants a strap match with Drew at Bash in Berlin. Apparently it was a done deal. McIntyre comes out, they talk shit at each other. No DQ match. Bronson Reed versus The Miz. Bronson Reed wins. 8 Meltzers! 8! Goes to hit Matt after the match. He goes to hit The Miz with another tsunami splash, and then Braun Strowman's music comes on, and he comes down, and Bronson Reed stops. Dominic Mysterio versus Damian Priest. Ray tries to give Dom the Riptide, and Liv hits him with a chair in the back, and then the rest of Judgment, they all attack Priest. 3 Meltzers. Nothing special with that match. I think Terror Twins is a stupid fucking name, by the way. WWE Women's Tag Team Title match. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire versus Io Sky and Kairi Sane versus Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler. Isla Dawn and Alba Fire retain. 3 Meltzers. Okay, match. I mean, it's nothing. Yeah. Jey Uso interview. And then they have a package of the past year of Pat McAfee because he's leaving until like January. Probably won't be back to Royal Rumble or after Royal Rumble. And we got Ludwig Kaiser, main event, Ludwig Kaiser versus Randy Orton. Randy Orton wins, and then Gunther and Randy Orton fight. And that was the end of that. 6 Meltzers. 6. All right, next we're off to the next night, which is August 20th, 2024. We have NXT. NXT Chase U got in the ring. They're talking in the ring. Axiom and Nathan Frazier come down and tell them, well, if you can beat us, then you get a tag team title match. So Axiom and Nathan Frazier versus Duke Hudson and Riley Osborne. 7 Meltzers. Good match. Axiom and Nathan Frazier win. I presume they'll be getting a tag team title match, possibly at No Mercy. Wesley interview, and then Joe Hendry shows up, and then they argue eliminator for the NXT women's title match at No Mercy for the NXT women's title. Ren Sinclair versus Sal Ruka versus Adriana Rizzo versus Kendall Gray versus Jada Parker versus some blonde girl. I didn't catch her name. I only gave it 2 Meltzers. Jada Parker wins. Ethan Page interview. Pete Dunne interrupts. They argue. Then we get a Charlie Dempsey interview. Ren Sinclair then says he'll defend the title against anybody. And then Oba Femi comes out. And Tony D'Angelo comes out. And the D'Angelo family. And Oba Femi and Tony D'Angelo ends up dumping Obafemi, the D'Angelo family attacks the No Quarter Catch crew. Your #1 contender triple threat match for the NXT title. Wesley versus Joe Hendry versus Pete Dunne. Ethan Page on commentary. Ethan Page tries to stop Joe Hendry from winning, but long story short, Joe Hendry gets the Duke. The referee's distracted. Trick Williams comes in and hits Pete Dunne with a trick shot, and Joe Hendry picks up the W. 11 Meltzers. Joe Hendry gets the title shot at WWE NXT No Mercy. Then Zach Wentz attacks Wesley. Refs and everybody break it up. Wild scene at the end. Now we're off to SmackDown on 8/23/24, Washington, D.C. I'll start off with the Grayson Waller effect. And then Austin Theory are there, and then Cody Rhodes is the guest. And Cody Rhodes comes down, and they're being rude as shit to Cody Rhodes, and then they're about to be a fight, and then Kevin Owens comes down, stops it, brings Nick Aldis out, and just makes it into a tag team match for later in the show. Now they all fight, and then A-Town Down Under gets out of there. U.S. title match. LA Knight defends against Santos Escobar. 7 Meltzers. Angel Berto attack LA Knight before the match, and long story short, LA Knight wins. There's Carmelo Hayes promo in the backstage area or at a barber shop or some shit, and Andrade shows up, and then they're about to fight, and basically we got another match next week. Blair Davenport, Alba Fire, and Isla Dawn versus Bianca Belair, Naomi, and Jade Cargill. Jade Bianca and Naomi win. 4 Meltzers. During the pin, Naomi pretty much puts her butthole in fucking Blair Davenport's mouth. Solo and Bloodline come to the ring. Solo gives his Jacobs tag team title to Tama Tonga, tells him he can't be a tag team champion and be his personal enforcer. Street Profits interrupt, and then the Guerrillas of Destiny defend the tag team titles against Street Profits. Jacob Fatu interferes, and they win. Long story short, 2 Meltzers. There's an LA Knight interview. And they're on Street Profits after that, and DIY comes down. And Cody and KO talk backstage. Nia and Tiffany have a backstage interview or talking backstage. And then we get Cody Rhodes and Kevin Owens versus A-Town Down Under. What you expected to be 4 Meltzers. It's okay match. KO and Cody win, and then there's a little bit of tension. Yeah, that's about it. It's alright. Shows were alright this week. That's about it. Alright guys, if you like the videos, like and subscribe, hit the notification bell. If you want to know when we're posting, as always, thanks for watching Big T's Wrestling Reviews, Recaps, and what have you, and have a great day.